Well, now stories abound of lavish-looking local government buildings here in China. There have been cases of luxurious government headquarters designed to look like the White House, offices surrounded by manicured gardens, and buildings fronted by imposing expensive entrances. And that kind of luxury often sparks speculation about possible official corruption. But in Hebei province, a government office there has become the focus of a heated debate, not for looking luxurious, but for looking run-down and shabby.
Now, the government compound, consisting of 2 buildings, 2 stories high, and several bungalows in the impoverished county of Daming, doesn't look like a government workplace. There are cracks 2 floors high on one side of the building and frayed wiring. Because there's no central heating, staff burn wood to keep warm in winter or rely on electric heaters. There's even a local saying in the county that the best building is the school, the highest building is the hospital, and the shabbiest one is the government building. Now, this story has caused a bit of controversy online, and our researcher Helen Hu has been looking into this for us. Let's join her now in the newsroom. Helen, what have people been saying about this?
Well, many people are applauding the government officials. They say it's rare to find government buildings in China that haven't had a lot of money spent on them. They say that whatever the reasons, the officials should be appreciated for saving a lot of money. Some even say these buildings should be preserved and set an example for other local governments. But many other people say we can't judge whether the officials are corruption-free just by their office buildings. They say we should listen to local residents or go to officials' houses. Some say they hope these apparently spendthrift officials won't disappoint them.
And Helen, are there any comments on why the buildings are as rundown as they are?
Yes, many people say these government officials have kept the buildings shabby to give themselves a good image. They accuse the officials of playing up to the media. Some are wondering whether corruption is involved because the buildings have been kept for many years, but the county is still poverty-stricken. A few people say they think the government leaders are doing this to get promoted. But there are still many people who say the government is doing this to save money so that they can do other good things for local residents, for example, to promote education and health care.
Thanks, Helen. Well, Mark, the local government say that instead of spending money on office buildings, they said that rather spend the money on education. For example, this year they have set aside $1 million on education.
That's right. Well, as we discussed in our poll earlier, they are responding to calls for increased accountability for officials and really feeling the need to let everyone know when they face this criticism, whether it's online or elsewhere in the media, where they're spending their money.
Right.